okay, I just have to get gas and I have to go pay and then I have to get to work. Be aware of the people and the things happening around you, and it just feels better. It doesn't have to be a negative. You're always looking for threats, but stop and notice, hey, these flowers look good.
You have no idea what people are capable of, man. And
Yeah.
I do that when I go places as well. I'm not paranoid by no means, but I'm going to look around. I'm going to be situational awareness, man. You have to. You have no idea what's going to happen. Even when driving.
Yeah.
Not everybody's the best drivers in the world, so you have to look around.
Just because you have a green light doesn't mean someone's not running late.
Yeah, and you've seen that on multiple occasions. How does being able to move freely or have your own transportation contribute to?
Actually, I would like to go back. Other than having a gun, stress inoculation. Do things that are difficult. Do things that's going to increase your heart rate. Do things that scare you. Do things that when the time comes and you're thrusted into a very stressful situation,
you can handle it.
You can handle it. You don't freeze. You don't want to, because the responses, the stress responses that we're very aware of is fight or flight. But I think a lot of people forget that freeze is another one. Yeah. I've seen people do it, and it's very scary. And I think after, it opens the door to a lot of regret.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
And then lastly, try to learn a little bit of medical. In the gun sphere, there's a lot of training that is offered to us that we can take advantage of. You can go out and learn the exact medical trauma response that I learned in the military, the whole March assessment and the things that entail.
Basic skills, correct?
Basic skills.
Basic skills. I do think
bleeds.
Yes.
Keeping them breathing.
Yes. Learning how to defend yourself, even without a gun. Learning how to defend yourself, putting your hands up.
Yeah.
Learning how to stop somebody from beating you up. It's absolutely needed, man.
And you should go get thrown around. You should go get punched.
And we're human beings. That's a form of growth for me as well.
Yes.
Yes, and a form of confidence. Especially being a guy. I love learning how to defend myself. I love combat sports. I love contact sports. It feels good. Right. Yeah, it feels good. And then you learn how more capable. Yes, more confident. And with that transfers over to a lot in life, including the women you are with.
Yes.
Or the woman, I apologize.
Yes.
Or the woman you are with, the family you have to protect. It feels good. You feel capable. You feel like you can. You have the confidence of doing so. And then with that also, learning how to defend yourself verbally. Yeah. That's a big one. Learning how to speak, learning how to articulate yourself is another it's a good weapon. It's a good weapon. Learning how to be confrontational, learning how to have difficult conversations is needed. If somebody approaches you and they're talking to you in a certain way and using words that you don't know, you don't feel capable. You feel incompetent and everything else, and you back down. So learning those is very important, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
All right. So what does responsible freedom mean to you?
You're able to maintain good character even when the option to do bad is there. This is very important, especially for myself, who doesn't want government to be in every facet of our lives like it is right now. Being able to enjoy your freedoms responsibly. Yes, if the government wasn't there with the metaphorical gun to your head to say, don't rape, don't murder, don't steal, do you still do what's right? Do you still hold the line of good?
Is it a person's responsibility to be more self-reliant and more capable to govern themselves?
Yes, it is the individual's responsibility and freedom to govern themselves. It is the community's responsibility to maintain strength and show the consequences of people who are not enjoying their freedoms responsibly.
I just had a random thought. It's tough for people to stay in a community when you don't have a home. When you're constantly renting, I just thought about this. Sorry, popcorn thought. and you're constantly renting and moving, making different friends, different people, different community every time. Just popcorn thought, I apologize, but it makes it different. It makes it difficult to actually have a community. It does. And people not willing to come together, people not willing to knock on their neighbor's door and say, hey, can you guys help me out with this? Hey, can I borrow some sugar? And no one does that anymore. No one does that anymore. Like, hey, can you watch the kid for a little bit? We have to go do this. Hey, you dropping the kids off? Can they carpool with you? And whatnot. I see it every now and then.
Yes.
But yeah, it needs to be more of that shaking your next door neighbor's hand. Now instead, we're all secluded, I would say.
Yeah, and to sum that up, your freedom to choose is protected. However, you are not protected from the consequences that follow your choices. That is what I'll say about that.
Why is a strong community so crucial for pushing back against government outreach?
So we touched on it a little bit at the opening. Yes, it would be very nice if we could all live in our bubbles, enjoy our self-reliance and our personal freedoms from 80 acres of land and never have to deal with the bad side of society. However, we need to have strong connections because, like I said before, there is strength in numbers. And if we are all on the same page, I feel a lot of the issues that we're facing, especially when it comes to government overreach, especially when it comes to taxes, we can have significant impact if we're strong as a community. I like to think of car registration. If everyone in your state just up and did not register their car the following year, what could the government do against that? They're going to take everyone's car? They're going to jail everyone?
Yeah.
They can't. It's not practical.
It's not. Another thought. I do like the sense of community. I remember a friend reached out and asked if, hey, can you watch my son for a couple of hours? We are going to a concert. And the fact of just having people to reach out to him and show that support and love and small things like that. And then reciprocity is in that too. Anytime I ask for something, they're there, or they say, hey, I can't make it this day, but if you have another time, we can do that. Just that small little bits like that bring people closer together as a community.
Absolutely.
I love it. What is a simple, practical way someone can start building a stronger community right now, besides the example I just gave?
Right. Like you said, if you see someone struggling, help them out. Mm-hmm. Interacting intentionally. I said that before.
Interacting intentionally.
What I mean by that is we have interactions with people all the time, but I don't think we give them much thought. You know, we pump our gas. We go in and pay for it. Your total is $9.75. Here's your money. Leave.
Plus tax.
Plus tax.
Sorry.
Here's your money and leave. Well, that could have been a time for you to say, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
What's your name? What do you do?
Yes.
Yeah. You see someone walking by your house every day with their dog, and you're walking down the street and you see them. Hey, man, I see you walking your dog, usually every morning. What's your name?
The effects of that, man, and the fact that you said it's hilarious, because there is a lady that walks down the street, don't even know her name. She just walks by. We give each other a glance of like, okay, awkward. Man, we keep moving. Yeah. It's been about 2 years. And she lives about 8 houses down. And every now and then we'll drive by and I'll wave and she'll wave back and whatnot. Old lady with her dog. And never thought about, hey, what's going on? How's your day going? Just that simple interaction. You're correct.
Yes.
I have failed.
Yeah. Just through that interaction, you're building community connection.
There are little things around my neighborhood, like behind me, there's a couple and they have a garden and it's very beautiful. And their garden not only goes from their backyard, it goes to their front yard. And they have tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, all types of tomatoes in their front. And it says on the sign, take as you please.
Really?
Pick when you want. Yes.
That's beautiful.
There's a couple of houses like that, man. And it's beautiful, man. I love it. Awesome. And then being able to, when I remember watching them work on our garden a couple days ago and being able to say hi and hello and right across the fence, like what was it, Home Improvement? The show up, and then we're sitting there just speaking to each other. We're not getting to know each other, and then they were like, "Hey, anytime you want to come over, let us know. We'll have a cookout or something." Simple things like that.
Yeah, and then seeing that challenge to you, like offer to help.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I think that's so much fun.
Yeah.
Being able to do that. There was a couple down the street, an old couple, and we, as a community, helped them cut down their trees. And collectively did that. And it didn't cost them anything. We just wanted to help. Things like that. And then now they're more interested in us. And that's when the reciprocity factor kicks in. And so I love that. Quick question for you. How has the public education system affected our ability to self-governing?
In short, the public education system has taken our recent generations and all future generations and shove them into a box. They've been put in a box to grow up, be shipped off to a corporation in need, and become tax cattle.
Hey, Josh, can you look up where the school system started? I know it started from a certain guy, not even in America, I believe, and it was created for soldiers.
Really?
Yes, I believe. If you could look it up. Let's see where it's at. Who created the school system and why it was created. There's a whole thing behind that, bro. Not even a conspiracy theory. It's real.
No, it's not. There's no freedom of expression in a public school.
I mean, you create soldiers. You create people for the workplace.
Yep.
Yeah. And you create them not to think outside the box.
And
history is hidden. Oh, you want to go down a loophole? Yeah. No, let's not do it.
But I think it has an even more severe effect on the male population because they do a really good job of curbing our ambitions and our aggression in the public school system.
Really?
I think so.
Please explain.
When I was coming up through school, I felt as though I was wrong because I was a man and that I need to break away from masculinity in the form of having that aggression, having that ambition. And then I remember a specific instance as I was graduating high school. I was actually pulled into the counselor's office and they sat me down and they said, "Why aren't you going to university?" Because it was known that I had already expressed interest and that I was going to the military.
You
can't go to the military. What are you going to do when you get out of the military? You're not going to have the skills to work in the workplace.
Yes.
Yeah. Saying these things to me in 17, 18 at the time, you need to go to college. You need to go learn whatever skill it is that big corpo needs you to do.
Just a second. And Prussia, Germany.
Russia?
Hold on. Not Russia. Prussia. I don't know how to say it. Prussia, Germany. Prussia. I said it right the first time. The Prussia education system is often seen as the model of modern schooling. It had compulsory attendance, standardized curriculum, and governing oversight. Train disciplined workers for factories, the goals. Teach obedience to the state and loyalty to authority. You tell me. Came from the 1700s, I believe.
You mean Puritans? Like we got.
No, I don't mean Puritans. And then create literate citizens who could follow laws and instructions. And then it keeps going on. In the United States, 1800s, Horseman. Oh, that's the one you got?
Oh, the first one is 1635, the Boston Latin School.
1635, the Boston Latin School. And New England, America. Okay.
Horseman created the common school movement in the 19th century, which standardized education accessibility to all children. John D. Rockefeller, oil and developed modern school system.
Yes.
Philanthropic philanthropist.
So why was it created? And let me see. Why was it created? Industrial needs. Factories needed punctual, obedient, literate workers. Nation-building governments wanted to instill loyalty, patriotism. Am I saying it right? Patriotism and shared culture. Social control. Teach morality, discipline, and reduce crime unrest. Education was promoted as a way to give all children a fair chance, though accesses was unequal in practice. Jeez. Yeah, it was designed to put them in a box and to give them direction to work where they needed them to work and be obedient.
Absolutely.
Does that sound correct, Josh? Yep. School system is not made to help you think outside the box. Even though it's not made to help you think outside the box, but in some ways, taking in a lot of that education and learning and then having the resources at home, the real teaching, to help you think outside the box, it could bring you a long way.
Right.
It could bring you a long way. Are there some good things to it? Could have been. So a lot of social interactions and whatnot. And there's a lot of things I learned as an adult that I was not taught as a kid in school.
Oh, for sure.
That's why teaching your kids at home, don't just let them come home and that's it. Like, teach them. Learn together. It's absolutely needed. But that's a podcast in itself. How does the role of law enforcement fit into the idea of citizen defense and defense industry?
It doesn't. Citizen defense industry does not encompass law enforcement. Like I said earlier, the Supreme Court has ruled that law enforcement is not legally obligated to risk their lives on behalf of yours. I think if through strong community, we can curb a lot of the issues that we see law enforcement having to go in and fix. And I think it's apparent because law enforcement officials in a more pacified, smaller communities, say in central Wisconsin, where I'm from, versus law enforcement officials in not as well-established communities